All right, everybody, welcome back. Auto Auction Rehabs, where we're doing a walk around eval video here at Copart in the Austin branch. And I gotta tell you, this place is huge. Everything in Texas is big, right? But this place is huge. There are a lot of cars, about half of which we're going to be able to look at. Certainly not all in one video, but we have been told where the storage cars are versus the sale cars, and the sale cars is what we can look at. Storage cars are owned by insurance companies and individuals, and they're still waiting to decide based on what happens with insurance and whatnot as to what to do with them. So they're here for storage for right now, and they'll be put up for sale soon. So anyway, I'm going to show you something real quick. Now, the cars in the back over here, those are all storage vehicles. But you may notice that these cars on this row have very little damage. Well, except maybe for that one that doesn't have an engine. But these over here could be fleet cars, cars from rental companies, cars otherwise coming from companies who don't want to mess with selling them, and they get brought over here. They may be clean title cars. So Copart, at least here at the Austin location, has a little bit of everything to choose from as far as what type of vehicle you'd want to look at, whether salvage title, clean title, whatnot. And we're going to jump right in it here. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. The wind is crazy. It wasn't like that when I left home. Anyway, let's take a look at this Malibu. Let's take a look at the Malibu. It's a biohazard. And you know what? I am of the opinion that if they are willing to put a sticker on the side that says biohazard, I don't need to be getting in it. But we can look in through the window and see what you can see. It's had some airbag deployment. You know, biohazard may just simply be that somebody had a bag of groceries in there and it got left in there and it started rotting. This is a 2020 Malibu. And it's got a lot of parts on the inside, so we're not going to get in there comfortably anyway. But let's see, you've got a little bit of rear bumper cover poking out here. That's an easy fix. That'll probably just snap right back in there. This is the RS version. I thought those tires looked a little wide. This is the RS. And it did take a bit of a crunch on the front end. So you've got some significant drivetrain and suspension damage, which would all need to be repaired, as well as the A-pillar, it looks like. So this one is way beyond my scope at a home shop to repair. And there's others that have home shops that they can pretty much do anything, but for me, that's a little too far gone to be able to put together safely. So we'll move right along. Let's see what else we can find. You haven't had enough of your Mustang fix yet? Well, there we go. There's another one. Front end damage. It doesn't look too bad, really. It doesn't look too bad at all. This wheel is slightly to the left. This wheel is slightly to the left, so we're okay there. It's had a kiss to the nose. You're gonna need a hood, front fascia, and the crash bar. You'll probably want a fender. Are these aluminum? I think this might be aluminum. Yeah, so you'll definitely want a fender. We don't want to be opening the door on this side simply because, I don't know, maybe that's already been clearanced and we'll be okay opening this door. Let's check it out. Let's see if we got any binding here. It's got a little bit of power. It has 29,839 miles. That's a low mileage car. That is a low mileage car. You got all your parts on the inside. It got a little dusty from being out here. That's no big deal. I don't believe this is the GT version, so this is going to have probably a 6-cylinder. We're not going to be able to pop the hood to see, but let's take a look and see if we can. No, it's wired. It's wired shut, and we won't mess with that. But for the rest of the car, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yep, you got your bumper cover popping out a little bit there. That's a pretty common thing around here. When these cars get moved around or on the tow truck or whatever, those bumper covers, they can pop out a little bit. They just need to be snapped back in. So yeah, there you go. There is the rest of your Mustang fix for today. And let's keep on moving, see what we can find. Let's see if we find anything crazy interesting as we walk around. What I'm looking for are cars that you guys can buy, go through a broker, buy the car, has minor damage. You can bolt on a fender, right? You guys can bolt on a fender. Maybe a new control arm or something. It's not that big of a deal, really. Just takes some time. If it's not your only car, that would be the way to go. And, you know, you can buy something that needs a few bolt-ons, and there you go. Something with some relatively low mileage. This one's got 102,103 miles. And that's really not bad for a 2009 Buick Lucerne. That's really not too bad at all. You could get into this thing probably real cheap. Leather seats, which are intact. They've seen a little bit of wear, but they are intact. Yep, let's see if it has power. Let's see if we've got any power. Ooh, that's comfortable. After working so hard on the C10 yesterday, my back's bothering me a little bit, so having a nice comfortable seat to sit in for a couple minutes is actually quite nice. We've got a key fob and a key. Let's see if there's any power. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I have not checked the oil, so I'm not starting the car. But we do have power. That says something for the battery, because these things do tend to sit for a little bit. And if the battery's not dead, that's a good sign. That's a real good sign. Nice leather interior. Very simple. This will be your base version, I'm sure. Basically a CD player, heating and cooling, and that's about it. Buick Lucerne. And in the back, we have parts. Parts in the back. All right. You get a 360 view of the car. Hey guys. All right. We'll get into some more specifics probably on the next time around. But for this time around, we're just looking around, getting familiar, learning the yard, seeing what's here. And so far what I'm seeing, I mean, look, if you could pick this car up really cheap and you can bolt on a rear bumper cover, put a tail light in it, perfect. Perfect. For me, I would come out and start it first. I would want to come out here and see for myself. It's got really decent tires on the front and on the rear. I mean, and it's got a bra on the front to keep the stone chips from damaging. Somebody was taking care of this car. Somebody was absolutely taking care of this car. And unfortunately, it got kissed in the rear end. And that sent it to auction. That sent it to auction. All right, there you go. Let's move on. What else have we got? I spy a Kia. Kias they sell pretty, they're a good seller. Kias are good sellers. If you can can get them cheap enough, put a little bit into them. Or if you've got a college-age person at home that needs a car for, getting around at school, well, there you go. I don't know the significance of this damage, other than to say the bumper cover and probably the rear crash bar need to be replaced. Maybe some sensors, I'm not sure, but it looks pretty good. It says 2 of 20 on there. This one only has 59,982 miles. It's a 2018 with rear end damage. It is an insurance car, and it is pretty darn clean on the inside. Check this out. This is nice. Ugh. Somebody was sitting way back. Yep, 59,982 miles. That's what she says. Check that out. I really like this infotainment system on here. A nice big display. It doesn't distract you so much trying to find what you're looking for in a very small screen. You have a nice big screen. That's real helpful. I'm not sure if these seats are air conditioned or not. Let's see. I don't see a button for that. A nice radio system here. And I'll show you guys the back real quick. And the moonroof, which probably is electrical powered because there's no handle on it to move it. It's telling me the trunk's open. Well, that's because it's been hit and it's probably not going to close again. Not that trunk anyway. But this is a really clean car, guys. If you're looking for something, this thing's really clean. What you got to do is you got to come out here and take a look for yourself, or hire somebody to come out and take a look for you. I think that's a possibility out here at Copart. I believe they allow evaluators to come out and take a look. They might even have their own service. If you look online at Copart main website, it'll tell you for sure. As you can see, it's a little bit muddy out here, and that's exactly why I have my walk-around boots on. That mud is something else. I'm trying not to put my feet inside the cars because they've got a little bit of dirt. Some of them are actually quite clean. I don't want to mess them up. Now here's a pedal car. Now you guys know what pedal cars are, right? You guys know what pedal cars are. I'm taking a look around, all the way around. This side is really nice. This is a 2015 Subaru Legacy 2.5. So that tells us that the 2.5 liter engine is here in the house. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I'm trying to block the wind from you guys. So there we go, 2.5 liter Subi. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. No crazy. Well, the only performance upgrade that I can see, obviously, is the K&N filter, which I believe in the K&N filters, to be quite honest. I've had many of them, and I think they work very well. Especially nowadays, have you priced air filters, oil filters? Oh my goodness. Crazy. I went out shopping for a battery for the C10 yesterday. They have gone up. Battery for the C10, a Chevy. Probably one of the most simple batteries there are. Has gone up 30% in the last 8 months. It was $100, now it's $130. I don't know, fellas. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Anyway. K&N filters. I recommend them. I use them. Now, see, this Legacy has no exterior damage. You're going to have to look online, go to Copart in the Austin area, look online, find this legacy on there, and it'll tell you what damage there is, if any. You know, we're not going to crawl underneath in the mud, but this is what they call a pedal car. And who is Pedal? Pedal is a company that'll buy your car out of your driveway and they send it off to auction. Period. And I don't know, I meant to look this up and I have forgotten to do so, but it's quite possible that they use part of the funds from these cars to support charities. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But see here again, we have the bumper cover that's popping loose here a little bit. You know, this is actually a pretty decent car, and I wouldn't mind getting this for myself. I'm going to take note of that number, and we'll move along. Actually, we have a few cars in this video already, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you very much to Copart here in the Austin area, and thank you very much to the corporate office, wherever you may be, and for letting me I wish the wind wasn't so bad, but we'll just have to deal with that today. And I'll work on getting the microphone once I get back overseas. That will be a shopping trip. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate the new subscribers. I appreciate the older subscribers. It's what makes the channel go around, and it's what gives me the drive to come back out here and do these things that I do, because content for you guys is why I'm doing it. I'm not monetized or anything, so I just enjoy looking at the cars. I'm looking for cars for myself. I'm actually, the biggest thing I'm in the market for right now is a fifth wheels RV, so we're going to look at some of those in a near future episode of Auto Auction Rehabs here at Copart in Austin. Thank you so much, everybody.